In today's math lesson, we're working with slopes of parallel and perpendicular lines. Let's start by looking at parallel lines. While you learned in elementary that parallel lines are lines that never ever cross or intersect, it was probably never explained to you as to why. So these lines that never cross, that never intersect, behave that way because they have exactly the same slope. Perpendicular lines, on the other hand, have very different slopes. So let's find out the rules of those slopes. You probably learned in elementary that perpendicular lines cross, they intersect at exactly a right angle. It looks like a perfect X. But again, you may not have been told why. So again, we have something going on with the slopes. And let's see what they are. Two things specifically are happening. The first thing that's very obvious with them is that the slope fraction has been flipped over. This is formally called a reciprocal, which you may or may not hear very often. But that's what we're going to do. We have to flip over the fraction that is the slope. Secondly, you have to change the sign. So if the original slope was positive, its perpendicular will be negative. And if the original was negative, its perpendicular will be positive. So these two characteristics, when you have the perpendicular lines, are called negative reciprocals, which you don't see too often at the moment, but that's what it's called.